All right, today we are diving into what might just be one of the biggest AI breakthroughs of the year. We're talking about a new model from XAI that isn't just a simple upgrade. No, this is a totally fundamental shift in how an AI actually thinks.
But, before we get into the nuts and bolts of how it works, let's just start with a really direct question. We've heard for years about AI in finance, right? But could an AI actually outperform the best human traders and even its own AI rivals in a real live money situation?
Well, just take a look at this. In a 14-day live trading competition, the Alpha Arena, Grok 4.20 didn't just compete, it completely dominated. While every other major model, from OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic, finished in the red, Grok was the only one to turn a profit. And not just a small one, it posted an incredible 12.11% average return. And again, this wasn't a simulation, this was real money on the line.
So, the answer to our question is a massive yes. This one can. But how? What on earth makes this model so different? Well, that's exactly what we're about to get into.
See, this isn't just some party trick. Its success on Wall Street actually gives us a perfect window into a fundamentally new kind of artificial intelligence.
The secret sauce here isn't just more data or, bigger computers. The real innovation is a totally new way of thinking. And the developers described it perfectly. It's like having a team of 4 experts in a room debating a problem until they all agree on the best answer. It's all about collaboration and checking each other's work.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain and actually look at this committee and how it operates. This is really the magic behind the model's incredible performance.
Now, to really get why this is such a huge deal, you gotta understand how most AIs used to work. They use something called monolithic inference, which basically is just a single straight line of thinking. So if the AI made a mistake or a bad assumption early on, that was it. There was nothing to correct it. And that's a huge reason for all those hallucinations or factual errors we've all seen.
Grok 4.2 completely throws that old model out the window. Instead, it uses a 4-agent process. First, an agent they call the captain breaks down the problem. Then, it assigns specialized experts to dig into different parts of it. And here's the crucial step. Those experts then debate and peer review each other's findings. It's only after they all reach a consensus that the captain pulls it all together for the final, verified answer.
And these aren't just concepts, they're actual roles. You've got Grok, the captain, who's orchestrating the whole thing. Then there's Harper, the fact-checker, who's plugged directly into real-time data from X. Benjamin is the logic and math genius, verifying every single calculation. And finally, you have Lucas, the creative expert, who makes sure the final answer is actually well-written and nuanced. It's an entire team effort, all happening in milliseconds.
And the result of all this internal debate? You get a model that's just way more intellectually honest. It targets an incredibly low sycophancy rate. So in simple terms, this AI is designed not to be a people-pleaser. If your idea is flawed, it won't just blindly agree with you. It's built to catch that error and correct you.
So, okay, this committee approach makes it way more reliable. But does it actually make it smarter? Well, the benchmarks really do speak for themselves, and they show how this new architecture leads to truly world-class intelligence.
Just look at the GPQA. This is a brutal test of graduate-level science knowledge. We're talking physics, biology, chemistry. Human experts, people with PhDs in these fields, typically score between 65 and 74%. Grok 4.20, it scored 87.5%. It's not just as good as an expert. In this test, it's actually significantly better.
And what about math? Well, this is its score on the American Invitational Math Exam. That's a test designed for the absolute most brilliant high school students in the entire country. A perfect score, 100%. This isn't just recognizing patterns anymore. This is genuine, abstract problem solving.
And the list just keeps going. It's setting new records all over the place, from general knowledge and multitasking to super specialized fields like software engineering. It was also the very first model to ever break the 50% barrier on a test that's literally called humanity's last exam. I mean, come on, that test was designed to be the final word on academic AI reasoning.
Now, this level of performance and this kind of reliability, it's not just for winning academic competitions. It's being put to work in some of the most demanding and high-stakes environments in the world.
Yeah, this is not just theoretical. Grok is now being actively used by 3 million people inside the U.S. Department of Defense. It's earned an IL-5 security clearance, which is just a massive stamp of approval. It allows it to be used for sensitive government work where getting the facts right is absolutely 100% non-negotiable.
And for big businesses, this all translates into some seriously powerful secure features.
We're talking about things like an enterprise vault for total control over your data and an absolutely enormous 2 million token context window. Now, to put that into perspective, that means the AI can read and analyze an entire complex software code base or a massive legal file all in one go, without ever losing track of the tiny details.
All of this is, of course, incredibly impressive. But for the team at XAI, it's really just one step on a much, much longer journey. The ultimate destination? It's nothing less than artificial general intelligence.
And the pace they're setting is just incredible. This timeline shows that after launching this whole 4-agent system, we're already at the 4.20 beta. But by the end of this year, the target is Grok 5, a model that they see as a huge milestone on the path to AGI. And their ambition for early 2027? Oh, just, discovering new physics.
To even have a shot at that, the scale is just set to explode. This chart shows you the leap in model size. Grok 4.2 is already huge at an estimated 3 trillion parameters. Grok 5 is targeting double that, a staggering 6 trillion parameters. It's a massive bet on the idea that bigger really is smarter.
And that brings us to our final thought. We started this by asking if an AI could beat the stock market. Now we're ending with a much bigger question. The technology we've just looked at is being built with the explicit goal of understanding the very fabric of the universe. So, what happens when it succeeds? What changes when our tools for understanding reality become more powerful than our own minds? That's the future this is all leading to.